Welcome to your winter season preview. As the days grow shorter and the air turns crisp, it's time to look ahead and see what the coming months might bring. Whether you love the magic of snowfall or dread the icy roads, winter is a season that touches all of our lives in unique ways. As autumn colors fade and the last leaves drift to the ground, we all start to wonder, will this winter be harsh and unforgiving, or will it surprise us with milder days? The transition from fall to winter is more than just a change in scenery, it's a signal to prepare for what's ahead. Knowing the forecast isn't just about hoping for snow days or planning a winter getaway, it's about making sure our homes are warm, our cars are ready for icy mornings, and our daily routines can adapt to whatever winter throws our way. Preparation is key, and a little knowledge now can save a lot of trouble later. Farmers rely on accurate predictions to protect their crops and livestock. City workers need to know when to salt the streets and keep our roads safe. And families everywhere look to the forecast to plan their days and keep loved ones safe and comfortable. This year, the U.S. faces a tale of two winters. Some regions will be blanketed in cold and snow, while others may experience warmer, drier conditions. The contrast across the country will be striking, and understanding these differences can help you prepare for what's coming to your area. Why such a dramatic split? Powerful weather patterns in the atmosphere and ocean are at play, shaping the season ahead. From swirling jet streams to shifting ocean currents, these forces work together to create the winter we experience on the ground. A single winter storm can close schools, cut power, and change plans in an instant. It's not just about inconvenience. These storms can have real impacts on our safety, our communities, and our daily lives. That's why staying informed is so important. By reading the signs now, we can get a jump on what's coming. Checking forecasts, stocking up on supplies, and making a plan can help you stay ahead of the weather and avoid last-minute scrambles. In this special report, we'll break down the big players, La Niña, the polar vortex, and more. We'll explain how these global forces influence local weather, and what they mean for your winter experience this year. We'll show where the most snow is likely to fall, when the first chills will hit, and how you can stay safe and comfortable no matter what the forecast brings. From the first flurries to the biggest storms, we've got you covered. So grab a blanket, pour yourself something warm, and settle in. Let's dive into what this winter has in store. Whether you're bracing for blizzards or hoping for a mild season, we're here to help you get ready. Let's get started. One major reason for this split winter is La Niña, a cooling of the Pacific Ocean surface. This natural climate pattern is part of a larger cycle known as ENSO, or El Niño Southern Oscillation, which can dramatically influence weather across the globe. When La Niña is in charge, the Pacific's cooler waters set off a chain reaction in the atmosphere, shifting wind patterns and storm tracks far from the ocean itself. La Niña shifts the jet stream north, steering storms over the northern Rockies and Great Plains. The jet stream acts like a high-speed river of air, guiding weather systems across the continent. With its path altered, the northern tier of the U.S. becomes a target for frequent storms and cold fronts. For those regions, expect a colder, wetter winter with plenty of snow. Cities and towns from Montana to Minnesota could see above-average snowfall, icy roads, and more days spent bundled up indoors. Ski resorts and winter sports enthusiasts often welcome these conditions, but they can also mean travel headaches and power outages. Meanwhile, the southern U.S. will likely be warmer and drier, as the jet stream blocks cold air from moving south. Places like Texas, Florida, and Southern California may see fewer rainstorms and more sunshine, with temperatures running above normal for much of the season. This can be good news for outdoor plans, but it also raises concerns about drought and wildfire risk. It's a classic north-south divide, all thanks to that cool Pacific water. The contrast between snow-packed northern states and sun-soaked southern cities is one of La Niña's signature moves, and it can make for some dramatic weather headlines. As winter progresses, La Niña may weaken, shifting us into an ENSO-neutral phase, meaning ocean temperatures return to normal. This transition doesn't happen overnight, but as the Pacific calms, the atmosphere starts to respond, and weather patterns can shift in surprising ways. This change could let cold Arctic air push further east, raising the odds of big snowstorms in the Midwest and Northeast later in the season. Cities like Chicago, Detroit, and New York could suddenly find themselves in the path of powerful winter storms, even if the early season was mild. So, while some dig out snow shovels, others may enjoy mild days a bit longer. The unpredictability keeps everyone guessing. One week you're building snowmen, the next you're out for a sunny walk in short sleeves. The story is still developing, and forecasters are watching closely. Meteorologists use advanced models and real-time data to track every shift in the Pacific, hoping to give us a heads up before the next big change. Stay tuned, this winter's pattern could shift quickly. A sudden change in ocean temperatures or a surprise jet stream dip can rewrite the forecast in a matter of days. Whether you're in the snow zone or the sun belt, La Niña is calling the shots. Its influence reaches from coast to coast, shaping everything from holiday travel plans to spring planting. Prepare for surprises as the season unfolds, stock up on supplies, keep an eye on the forecast, and be ready for whatever twists this winter may bring. The weather drama is just beginning, and with La Niña in play, anything is possible this winter. The polar vortex is a massive, swirling mass of frigid air that sits high above the North Pole, acting almost like a spinning top in the atmosphere. This powerful circulation of cold air is a key player in shaping our winter weather, even thousands of miles away from the Arctic itself. Depending on its strength, the polar vortex can make or break our winter. When it's strong and stable, the coldest air remains locked up in the far north, keeping much of the US and Europe relatively mild. But when the vortex weakens or becomes unstable, it's like opening the floodgates. Arctic air spills southward, bringing a deep freeze to regions that aren't used to such extreme cold. This sudden release of cold air can transform a mild winter into a season of icy blasts and snowstorms almost overnight. The wobble, or shift in the vortex's position, is what triggers these dramatic cold snaps, sending waves of Arctic air plunging deep into the US, sometimes reaching as far south as Texas or the Gulf Coast. This winter, meteorologists expect several rounds of Arctic air, not just a single event. Each wave can bring its own set of challenges, from icy roads to power outages and school closures. These outbreaks often set the stage for major winter storms, dumping heavy snow and creating hazardous travel conditions. Sometimes, the cold arrives in quick bursts, like Alberta Clippers, fast-moving systems that can drop several inches of snow in just a few hours. So, when you hear meteorologists talking about the polar vortex stretching or weakening, it's a signal to get ready for a sudden blast of cold air and possibly severe winter weather. These changes don't happen gradually. It's not a slow cool down. Instead, temperatures can plummet in just a matter of hours, catching many people off guard. By closely monitoring the polar vortex, meteorologists can give us a heads up on when the coldest weather is likely to hit, helping communities prepare in advance. Stay alert for rapid temperature drops and be ready to take action, whether that means dressing in layers, protecting your home, or checking on neighbors. Make sure to bundle up, keep your winter gear handy, and stay informed about changing forecasts. The polar vortex is truly winter's wild card, unpredictable, powerful, and capable of changing the season's outlook in a matter of days. Don't let it catch you off guard. Stay prepared, stay warm, and keep an eye on the forecast as the Arctic air spins its way south. Who's in for the most snow? The Midwest, Northern Plains, and Northeast are in the bullseye, thanks to the active northern jet stream. These regions will see frequent storms and consistent snow, especially in places like New England and the Appalachians. Powerful coastal storms could dump feet of snow in a short time. The Southwest and much of the West Coast, however, will be drier, with below-average snowfall in many mountain ranges. The Pacific Northwest will be wet, but lower elevations may see more rain than snow. Don't forget lake-effect snow. Cold air over the Great Lakes can create intense, narrow snow bands, burying some towns while others get just a dusting. If you're near the lakes, prepare for heavy snow, especially midwinter. This season's snow map is all about location. Even before winter officially starts, the pattern is setting up. Late October brings a classic ridge in the west, warm, calm, and a trough in the east, cool, unsettled. The first cool down is already here, with rain and early snow in the northwest and showers across the central U.S. This slow-moving pattern means persistent, cool, dreary weather for the east. Another surge of cold air is on the way, reinforcing the chill. Back-to-back waves of cold will keep the eastern half of the country locked in autumn's final act. Only brief warm-ups will break the pattern. It's time to dig out your favorite sweater. Winter is knocking. The transition is underway. As October ends, the chill continues. Around October 28th, another wave of Arctic air dives into the central and eastern US. Halloween will be cold for trick-or-treaters in many areas. Layer up those costumes. Meanwhile, the west stays warm under high pressure, but this helps reload the atmosphere for the next cool down. Expect a train of chilly systems as we move into November. Each wave pushes cold air further south, signaling winter's arrival. The cold is here to stay. The first week of November brings a true taste of winter. A deepening trough over the east pulls even colder Arctic air south, making it feel like winter has arrived early. Expect cloudy skies, chilly winds, and the season's first snow in the Appalachians and Northeast. Another cold wave follows quickly, with snow in the northern Rockies and a reinforcing cold front for the East Coast. The cycle of cool air continues, keeping the eastern US locked in a wintry pattern. The west remains warmer and drier, but the battleground between warm and cold brings active weather to the mountains. Early snow is likely in both the west and east. Winter's grip is tightening. With cold air in place, powerful storms are possible. Nor'easters, famous for heavy snow and strong winds, form when Atlantic moisture meets cold land air. This winter, conditions favor nor'easter development, especially mid to late season. Early coastal storms may start as rain but can quickly turn to heavy, wet snow inland. Lake effect snow is another big player, with frigid air over the Great Lakes creating intense, localized snow bands. Places like Buffalo and Michigan's Upper Peninsula could see whiteout conditions and huge snow totals. Multiple polar vortex outbreaks mean plenty of opportunities for lake effect events. The heaviest snow will likely hit midwinter, when the air is coldest. If you're in a snow belt, be ready for rapid, heavy snowfalls. Knowing the forecast is just the start. Preparation is key. Listen to local weather updates and act quickly if a storm warning is issued. Make a winter emergency kit for home and car. Include flashlights, batteries, blankets, non-perishable food, and water. Keep phones charged and check on elderly neighbors. For your car, pack a snow brush, shovel, extra warm clothes, snacks, and sand or cat litter for traction. Ensure your tires and battery are winter ready, and keep your fuel tank at least half full. Dress in layers. Air between them keeps you warmer than one heavy coat. Always wear a hat and mittens for extra warmth. By following these tips, you'll stay safe and comfortable no matter what winter brings. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy the season.